Hello and welcome to today's video where we are going to be taking a look at the top 10 best cars in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. Now please keep in mind these are in no particular order and they are also my personal preference, so I do not actually have a proper guide that I'm going off. I just personally like all of these cars and rate them in my top 10. And also, if you guys haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and turn on all post notifications if you guys are new. Also, leave a like. Now, the first vehicle in my list is the Tesseract. It's an electric car which is priced at $2.825 million. It's very similar to the X80 Proto, the Wagner, Vigiane, Cyclone, and Devastator 8. It's a two-door supercar and I highly recommend using this for racing. It's got great handling and it has exceptional acceleration, and it's very similar to the Lamborghini Terzo Millennio in real life. That's why I recommend that car, and I just put that as number 10. Like I said, they're not in any particular order. Moving on to the Sultan Classic. This vehicle is $1.718 million. You can get this on Southern San Andreas Super Autos. It's in the vehicle class under sports, and of course this is the sister car to the original Sultan. Now I highly recommend this vehicle because it's an all-round wicked car. You can actually ramp this up to be a cool off-roading vehicle, or you can just use it for a nice street car or even a drifting spec. Now we have the Italy GTO, a sports vehicle. It's also a two-door and it was also in the original Grand Theft Auto story mode. This car is almost $2 million and it's very similar to the Monroe and the Pariah. Now you may be wondering, Captain, why do you recommend this car? Well, the main thing is this car is an all-round fantastic vehicle. I originally got this when the game first came out, and it's exceptional for acceleration and top speed. It's got amazing handling, and to top it off, it's at a pretty decent price. Now we're going to go on to the Krieger. This vehicle is quite new. It's been out for a couple of months, I would say now, and this also sells for $2.875 million on Legendary Motorsport. It's a supercar. It is very similar to the XA21, Wagner, Vigiane, Autarch, and Emrys. Now a lot of people have said, you need to have the Krieger, you need to have the Krieger. And to be honest, you don't need it, but it is an all-round amazing car. Very good handling, very good top speeds. Acceleration I thought could be a little bit better, but it's pretty good in my opinion. Moving on, the X80 Proto. This is an OG vehicle. Everyone knows this car. It's a hypercar. Well, that's the body style. It's like a hypercar. It is also a supercar, and this sells for $2.7 million. It's very similar to the Devastator 8. Wagner, Autarch, Vigiane, and Tesseract. Now that you can see the pattern here, there's a few cars that are quite similar in detail, but this car, don't do what I just did then, but this car is exceptional for top speeds and it's great for racing. We're going to go on to the Emrys now. This is a supercar of a price of $2.75 million. It's similar to the T20 and the Autarch. Now this vehicle is in the supercar class once again, and I just love this vehicle. When it first came out, I got my hands on it straight away. I loved the shape of it first of all. That's what really stood out to me in this vehicle. And if you just put some black rims on this car and you put a really bright pink or bright orange paint job like I've got, that's what I love about it. It's also great for racing. And now we're going to move on to the OG vehicle, the Zentorno. Now you guys know, if you've been a long OG fan here, the Zentorno has been my long-lived king of a car. I just love it. It's in the supercar category, $725,000, and this car may not keep up with the cars that in other races nowadays, but I definitely recommend getting your hands on this. It's an all-round fantastic car. It's amazing for racing, and it's very similar to the Infernus, Vaca, and Tesseract. And we're going to move on now to the T20, another OG vehicle. This car has been out for a very long time, since the game's release, and this sells for $2.2 million. It's actually at a very good price considering the other cars' prices nowadays, and it's very similar to the GP1, Tyrus, Italy GTB, and the Vigiane. It's a supercar once again. I probably should have just made this video all about supercars, but keep in mind there's a few more cars left on this list. If this is a car you already have, you're going to be wanting to watch these next two. So moving on, the Devastator 8. This car is actually at a price of $1.795 million, would you believe it? Because this car has actually been rated as quite a very high up vehicle, and I'm surprised that this car is a lot cheaper than the other vehicles. But yeah, this car is another supercar. It's a two-door. It's very similar to the X80 Proto in my opinion, and also the Vigiane and Tesseract. Same body shape, but it's a very fast car. Vehicle number 10 is the Pariah. Now this vehicle, $1.42 million, it's quite a very cheap car, but this vehicle has been rated as probably the fastest car in the game. It's another sports car, would you believe it or not. It's a two-door, and it's very similar to the Italy GTO and the Furor GT. It's because of that body shape that makes it so terrifically fine, and it's very similar to the Ferrari Portofino in real life, or the Ferrari 812. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope this did actually help you guys out, especially if you're new to the game. I'd recommend trying to get at least one of these cars, if not two, if you've got a bit more money. But if you guys are needing money, just go check out my other money methods. They will help you guys out. And yeah, pretty much that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my latest video, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.